What would you say to somebody who says, I'm afraid of robots?
I think it's a legitimate, legitimate fear. I'm Antonio Riaforte. I'm associate professor at University of Oxford and tutorial fellow in engineering at Pembroke. I'm lead of the RADLab, which is the reconfigurable and adaptive design lab. We design materials to behave and to do tasks. So we see the materials not like passive inanimate objects, but rather like robotic matter, which is something that you can program to do something.
I'm Ash Rezonejad. I'm a postdoctoral researcher at Oxford. I work with the RADLab. Antonio is our boss, also our friend. Right now we are working actually with one of the big herb producers in the UK. One of their big issue is some of these herbs, for example, rosemary, they're very hard to handle because they get tangled to each other. It's very difficult for a conventional robotic arm to go and like manipulate them. So they need humans to go and try to pick some and untangle some and put it in the conveyor belt to go for packaging. Right now they're trying to design a robot that replaces the manual labor there. There's a massive shortage of manual labor in this sector, especially in the UK. That's why your herbs are more expensive than they should be, for example.
My research focuses on kirigami as a material, essentially cutting slits on paper. And when you stretch it, the paper might have some crazy or weird 3D deformation on it. In my wildest dreams, I hope my paper can, I don't know, I cut some slits, the paper will automatically fold or transform into, I don't know, a transformer or a robot arm. I mean, I'm having crazy dreams here.
What I really like to do is to work on a space projects, but that's just, it requires so much money and it usually leads to nowhere. But I think what is useful for the society is medical users. So we want to basically create these wearable robots, which can help patients who struggle with like moving their arms or struggle with walking.
Robots are either like two types. So you have like unipurpose robots, which are very suitable for industrial setup, as Ash mentioned, like in packaging, for example. And you have the other robot, which is like the very general purpose robot. This humanoid robot that is still struggling to walk. And our vision is that like we want it in our house, like to do everything with us, right? I believe there is a gray area in between that maybe we can just build multi-purpose robots that we can use in multiple scenarios. My moonshot goal is like to build robots that we can wear, can be assistive devices. And with one click, we can just like unwear it. It can like transform fully to a robot that can like walk and like locomote and do one function. And then like I can retrieve it back, wear it again.
Do you have like a nickname for the group? Are you like the Rad Boys or like Heels? Not
Because you had a girl, so.
Yeah, we do have women in the group. Yeah, of course.
boys and
And Junka. No.